What is up, guys? Dustin back with another video. It is the first day of August. That means the July Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion sale has come to an end. Came to an end a few days ago. Friday, I believe, was the last day of it. The 28th. But for the first time, I have a haul video. And most of these films I have not seen. There's a couple, so I'm not going to be able to go too much into detail about them. But I've always enjoyed haul videos around this time of year, and I figured I'd make my own for the first time. So let's dive right in. Yeah, let's put these right here. First up, one of the newest releases from Criterion, and one of the newest films in the collection. Talking about 2021, the film from Jane Campion, glare. Talking about The Power of the Dog, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. I did watch this in 2021 when it was released. It was nominated for some Oscars that year. Big fan of Jane Campion, which leads me into my next disc, which is The Piano, starring Holly Hunter, Harvey Keitel, and Sam Neill, from 1993. Also directed by Jane Campion. I love how the cover art is so similar, in the same style for the two discs. So, The Piano I have not seen. Power of the Dog I have, but it has been quite a while, so I'm looking forward to revisiting that one. Now, speaking of revisiting, one of my favorite films of all time is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant. I think Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro are amazing. The direction's amazing. Everything about it. But for whatever reason, I've never really explored the other films of Terry Gilliam, and I wanted to at least pick up one of his films during the sale. And I know Baron Munchausen just got released, and I already own Brazil, even though I have yet to watch it. But I ended up picking up The Fisher King, starring Jeff Bridges and Robin Williams. I liked the trailer for this. Everything I read about it sounded really positive, and it just seemed like a good pick. So The Fisher King from Terry Gilliam. Up next, this one I have seen, probably the oldest film in the stack, from 1939. Film from John Ford, John Wayne in Stagecoach. This, of course, features the iconic, camera panning across the desert and going up to John Wayne, making him the, Western icon that he became. Next up, I'm not reading the spine numbers off. I'm totally doing this haul video wrong, right? Guess it is my first rodeo, y'all. The Piano, spine number 1110. Power of the Dog, one of the newest releases, spine number 1158. The Fisher King, number 764. And Stagecoach, number 516. Do you care about spine numbers? I really don't give a shit, but I don't know. Everybody seems to throw them out there, so I guess they're important to some people. Speaking of spine numbers, this is a super low one. Number 7, A Night to Remember. This is one of those films in the collection that every time the sale rolls around, I want to get it, and I end up putting it back. And it was actually a little harder to find. I'm sure if you went into an actual location at Barnes & Noble, you will notice that the Criterion selection, at least in the ones I was at, and I went to about 4 different ones, it's quite diminished. I know Criterion has taken a lot of their titles out of their stores, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, it's probably something that's going to continue. I don't like it. This film is from 1958, though, and it is about the Titanic. Basically, Titanic story. It's basically Titanic with the love story removed, and just focuses on the events of that day. And who's the star? I have no idea who this film stars. I have no idea. Director Roy Ward Baker. There we go. But this is one of the few I have seen that I picked up, and I loved it. I want to do a double feature soon with this and Titanic, and just compare the two. Up next, a film from 1999, spine number 162, talking about Lynn Ramsey's Rat Catcher. This is another one that's been on my list forever that I just never picked up for whatever reason, and decided to snag it this year, this sale. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. Her breathtaking and assured debut feature, Lynn Ramsey creates a haunting evocation of a troubled Glasgow childhood. Set during Scotland's national garbage strike of the mid-70s, Ratcatcher explores the experiences of a poor adolescent boy as he struggles to reconcile his dreams and his guilt with the abjection that surrounds him. Utilizing beautiful, elusive imagery, candid performances, and unexpected humor, Ramsey deftly contrasts urban decay with a rich interior landscape of hope and perseverance, resulting in a work at once raw and deeply poetic. Ratcatcher. Looking forward to checking this one out. Okay, maybe I said Stagecoach was the oldest one, and I lied. This is the oldest one. Going back to 1934, from John Stahl, we have Claudette Colbert and Louise Beavers in Imitation of Life. Checked out some clips of this one on YouTube. Really liked what I saw. I'm really not familiar with this film, but I do hear a lot of people talk about it. And yeah, there you go. A couple more here. Another film that's been on my list since I started collecting Criterions. This is one of the ones I watched early on, and I love this movie. It's from 1975. Directed by Peter Weir, talking about Picnic at Hanging Rock. I absolutely love the Virgin Suicides, and this movie kind of reminds me of that, just in its colors and its atmosphere, its feel. It has that very kind of sun-drenched, daydreamy kind of feel to it, and really enjoyed it. Wanted to pick it up. Picnic at Hanging Rock from 1975. Spine number 29 too, by the way. Another older one. Imitation of Life is a newer release. That was actually spine number 167. Couple more. We're not done yet. Up next, a film from 1987 from director, is it Wim Wenders? Wim Wenders? I don't know how you say the guy's name, but it is Wings of Desire. I know it's just got a 4K release. And a lot of people talk about this film. I love the description on the back of it. It sounds fantastic. Wings of Desire is one of cinema's loveliest city symphonies. Bruno Ganz is Damiel, an angel perched atop buildings high over Berlin who can hear the thoughts, fears, hopes, dreams of all the people living below. But when he falls in love with a beautiful trapeze artist, he is willing to give up his immortality and come back to Earth to be with her. Made not long before the fall of the Berlin Wall, this stunning tapestry of sound and images shot in black and white and color by the legendary Henry Alkin is movie poetry and has forever made the name Wim Wenders synonymous with film art. Absolutely nothing about that makes me want to not check this out. It sounds fantastic, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. And last but not least, a film from 2022, spine number 1178. I am talking about Ruben Östlund's Triangle of Sadness. I know virtually nothing about this movie except it's quite long, 147 minutes, but it was a nomination for Best Picture at this past year's Oscars, which I'm still working my way through those nominees, even though the show itself happened like 7 months ago. But this is one of the ones that's left on my list, and it was one of the first ones I bought for the sale, because I want to work my way through that list. Triangle of Sadness. Ruben Östlund, I'm not going to read another description, but audacious satire of our status except culture. A model influencer couple get a ticket to the luxury life when they're invited aboard an all expenses paid cruise alongside a courtier of rich and ghoulish, but an act of fate turns their insta-perfect world upside down. Looking forward to checking out Triangle of Sadness, along with all these other Criterions that I bought. The next sale, of course, coming up in November, so we got a couple of months. We got a couple of plans too. Hopefully you guys found everything you were looking for during this sale. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments what you picked up, and if you've seen any of these, let me know your thoughts on them. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. There you go. The Barnes & Noble 50% off collection, 50% off sale. Criterion collection. Let me know what you guys got. Peace.